Hello, everyone. I just want to take a couple of minutes to again thank all of you that have handed in your stewardship intent forms, and also to encourage the rest of us to continue to prayerfully discern and consider what our giving will be for 2025. We're off to a strong start of pledges and statements of intent that have been handed in. So we give you thanks for your continued and generous support. I just wanted to share a couple of thoughts on why these forms are important and what difference they can make in our lives of faith. What is the benefit, in other words, of doing one of these? And three things comes to mind. And these are things that I've experienced both personally as well as working with parishioners over the years. Number one, and this might be the hardest part of it, is I know for me and my family is it forces us to sort of sit down and look at, how we are going about our finances in our family. Looking at our priorities, what's important to us, and, things like that. And discussing what we would give for the following years, that's some very interesting and very deep conversations about not only giving, but just our lives in general around finances. And so what I find is that discussions that happen at home around giving, around priorities, around expenses, all of those things can become very, very important this time of year, having these kinds of discussions. So I know for me, it's been very beneficial at times to talk with Karen and understand where things are and what we're doing, maybe what we want to do the next year. It can lead to some very meaningful and helpful conversations as a whole around finance, and especially as we talk about giving for the next year. Secondly, I believe that these intent forms also help us feel like we're a part of a community, that I'm part of something that's bigger than myself. When I give to something like this, or when I try to commit to something like this, I'm committing to something bigger than myself. I'm being a part of the community. And that's why I think these are so important for people to fill out, because then it's a way of you feeling like you are a part of this community. You are a part of supporting this ministry. You are a part of what we're trying to accomplish here at the church. So instead of just individually wondering if your offering makes a difference, every offering makes a difference, because together we can do a lot more than we can do individually. And finally, this information helps us to put together a budget, which we have to do for each year. We have to put together a budget. And when it comes to making hard decisions around staff raises or no raises, do we increase monies to this ministry or decrease monies to this ministry? When it comes to all those kinds of decisions, this information can help guide that discussion. Very obviously, if we don't have many of these, then people are very hesitant to move forward. But if we have a lot of these and we have the support that we normally get, then there's a lot more confidence in leaders in wanting to continue to grow and do new things the next year. I believe that at Trinity, we all are very richly blessed by God. We are richly blessed by God. And as I've said before, stewardship really is about giving thanks to God for what God has blessed us with. It says in the Bible that God loves a cheerful giver, not one under compulsion, shame, many times all the things that come with this kind of decision making and this, kind of thing. It's not about that. It's about thanksgiving. So even if you don't know exactly what you can give, I know sometimes you don't know raises and bonuses and things like that till the end of the year. We get that. Maybe you could just share what you think at least a minimum would be at this point. But I think we've all been blessed. And so I just want to encourage folks, by filling one of these out, to have those tough conversations at home, but also to feel like you're part of something bigger than just yourself. And also, it's a way to help us to continue to grow in ministry and build community here at Trinity. So if you haven't had a chance, these are available on the information tables in the narthex, or the gathering area behind the sanctuary. They're also available online in the tidings, where you can go online and do one, and we get those as well. So again, would encourage you to take time to fill one of these out, and thank you for your most generous and continued support of the ministry and mission here at Trinity.